Here's what you'll need: a reservoir, a drill, and the right drill bit. For the starter and ultimate systems, use a 5/8 inch hole. For the advanced system, use a 3/4 inch hole. A spade bit works best for this. Always use a reservoir with a lid to prevent debris from falling in. Drill the correct hole size about 1 inch from the bottom of the reservoir. Take the O-ring and place it on the bulkhead. Insert the bulkhead into the hole. Then screw the other side on from the inside of the reservoir. Hand tighten as much as you can. Then, use a wrench to gently turn it half a rotation. You should see a very slight compression on the O-ring. Make sure not to over-tighten. Connect the reservoir bulkhead to the pump using a piece of tubing. Check the flow direction on the pump label. Keep the pump at the same level as or below the reservoir bulkhead. This ensures gravity feeds water into the pump. Never place the pump inside the reservoir or immerse it in water. For value nozzles, drill a 5/8 inch hole in your desired location. If you need multiple nozzles, drill multiple holes. Note: other assemblies may require different hole sizes. Carefully take the MistKing assembly apart. Do not force the fittings out. Feed the bulkhead through the hole, then install the top nut to secure it in place. Plug in the included fitting and push in the tubing to complete the installation. Remember, never touch the middle of the nozzle or unscrew the nozzle tip. Make sure to push the tubing all the way in so it passes the rubber O-ring inside the fitting. If there's a leak, simply push it in harder to ensure a proper seal. Finally, adjust the nozzle to your desired position. MistKing fittings use a push-to-connect system. Never force them apart, as this can cause damage. If you need to remove the assembly, start by removing the tubing. Press on the collet before pulling it out. Then, press on the collet again to remove the fitting. Finally, unscrew the top nut while holding the fitting and remove the bulkhead. If you're installing the assembly into a screen top, we recommend using a screen top wedge for easier installation. However, you can also make one yourself. To install the screen top wedge, position it in your desired corner. Then, mark the hole location. Enlarge the hole slightly. Then, screw in all 4 screws. Then, route the screen to create a clean, properly sized hole. Finally, feed the bulkhead through the wedge. Secure it with the top nut. And plug in the included fitting. Cut a piece of tubing and connect one end to the pump. Then connect it to the assembly. If you need to install multiple assemblies, simply repeat the installation process for each one. Screw the fitting into the reservoir filter. Connect a piece of tubing and attach it to the bulkhead inside the reservoir. Connect the pump to the timer, making sure to use the cable labeled output, pump/zip drip. Then, connect the power adapter to the cable labeled input, power adapter. You should see the display on the timer turn on. If your system includes a zip drip, start by replacing the last fitting with a plug-in T fitting. Then, connect the other end to a piece of tubing and loop it around the enclosure. Plug that same tubing into the correct end of the zip drip. Disconnect the reservoir from the pump and connect it to the zip drip. Then connect the zip drip to the pump. Unplug the pump from the cable labeled output, pump/zip drip, and connect it to the zip drip. Then plug the zip drip into that same cable. Finally, program the timer following the reference manual or watch our video guide on how to set it up. To test if everything is working, hold the top button on the timer to manually override it and start misting. You've now set up your MistKing system. If you're still having issues, consult your reference manual and visit the instructions and support section on our website. As a last resort, fill out the Contact Us form and we'll get back to you.